Who am I speaking with?
Hi, I'm Gabe Klein, and I'm the Commissioner for the City of Chicago Department of Transportation.
Excellent. And you guys just did a contest very similar to what San Francisco did, where I'm from, where you opened a bunch of data, you had a bunch of app developers create apps, and explain to me what the contest was and what came as a result of it.
Sure. Well, I came from Washington, D.C., and we had something there called Apps for Democracy that Vivek Kundra did before he left for the White House. And it just seems so smart to open as much data as you can. This data belongs to the public anyway. So open all the data and let the really smart people out there, from 8 to 80, work on applications over that data. It worked out wonderfully in D.C., and so when John Tolva wanted to do it here, our new Chief Technology Officer in Chicago, and said, hey, I really want to do transportation first, are you up for that? I was like, absolutely. So we jumped right in. We released, I think, about 200 data sets, and around July 14th, this competition started. And it's been very, very successful, and I think the results today with the 12 finalists and winners just shows how creative a lot of these young folks are.
So let's talk about the criteria, what you were looking for, why some people were winners while others weren't. I mean, what did it take to be one of the top 3 winners?
Well, I'm going to be straight with you. I wasn't a judge, but I will tell you that I think, number one, it had to be creative. It had to be interactive, where it was doing more than just one thing often. It had to have some other element. Like, I think if you look at the top 5, there's either an e-commerce possibility, there's a way of creating an actual business, or there's a way to interact with everything around you, with the physical space around you. In fact, one even automatically calculates where you're going and then sends information into us to redesign where bike paths should go. And that's the type of creativity that, to be honest, we in the government, as creative as we might think we are, aren't going to come up with.
In30 is a web app that helps people find neighborhoods in Chicago that they would be interested in based on their connectedness to things like city points of interest like parks, libraries, and we're adding more in the future like restaurants and bars, that kind of thing. And you can also put in exact addresses, so maybe you're looking on Craigslist, you have a place in mind. You can put in the address, it'll tell you how many acres of parks you can get to, how many libraries you can get to. It's actually my first web app, so I'm really stoked that it did this well in the competition.
FastPark I thought was really cool. That was number 2, and FastPark helps people in real time find open parking spaces.
This will help find pay parking, free parking, permit parking, all different types of parking, no matter what you're looking for.
So what's unique about your program that makes it so darn cool?
Well, it's a way for you to just put in your address when you're coming home from a long day at work and you don't feel like spending 45 minutes for street parking, and it gives you the best probabilities in terms of being able to find parking. And then it uses GPS and those probabilities to come up with a good path for driving for you to find a spot.
Number 1 is really brilliant because it has the potential to be a real business, and that's Spot Hero, which is actually efficiently connecting people's parking spots when they're available with people that need them.
Spot Hero. What is Spot Hero and why is it a big deal? Explain.
So Spot Hero is an online website that allows anybody who's not using their parking spot to rent it out online for extra cash.
How'd you get involved in the project, and what's your past history of web development?
Okay, cool. So this is the first web development experience that I have. This idea kind of came about because of personal parking ticket problems, and also in Wrigleyville, people are always selling parking on game days. So kind of figured that this was the perfect opportunity for us to avoid our own parking ticket issues and then also help other people sell their spots. And
so this was all really selfish, the whole thing?
I mean, everything we do is completely selfish. There's nothing we care about more than ourselves. No, it's not true. We know that parking sucks and it's painful, and Mark and I are good friends, and we want to just make the experience better, so we want to help everybody else out.
So this was your first app ever? Seriously?
Yeah, this is the first time that we've attempted something like this in the mobile, or in the web space, and we both have business backgrounds, but we all have parking problems in our backgrounds, and we wanted to not just save ourselves from the parking problems, but we wanted to help others.